everyone! Today I'm going to teach you how to draw Sonic the Hedgehog, one of my favorite video game characters. I loved Sonic as a kid and I still love it. Really fun game. And if you haven't noticed, I mentioned in the other video, my how to draw Freakazoid, I'm putting the finished drawing before I start the drawing. That's something new, so you'll have the intro, then the drawing, which is the thumbnail, and then I'll do the drawing. And that's just so you can see it before and get an idea. And also, if you have questions, the finished drawing, I just really push the values and the shading, and I just work on it more. So anyway, let's get started on Sonic the Hedgehog! So, to start with, I'm going to draw kind of small. To start with, you want to make almost a hot dog shape. This is going to be the mouth area. I don't know what it is, but tonight it's like I'm absolutely terrified of drawing more simple characters like Sonic and Freakazoid. But just make this little shape. Like I said, it's almost like a hot dog or peanut shape. And the end of it, like this little oval. And another little thing. And you could shade that in black now. That's the nose, Sonic's nose. I'm using these new mechanical pencils. And then the eye is huge. The eye is going to be coming all the way out. Huge, like I said, comes out. Then dips inward. Yeah, this one shape. And comes back up. And from the nose, just make one line coming up. Almost like a circle shape. And I'll follow this line. You can make it dark just to show it's a boundary. And so the other eye, there really isn't much of the other eye except that little shape and crease. This overlaps the crease of the Sonic skin. Then bring it up. It's going to go back. So we made that mark. It's just going to arch upward and outward. As it gets to the top, it'll kind of arch down. But something like that. Nice arch. So you have a nice arch. And for this part, you're going to see the ear. So you just want to make the ear coming out, triangular shape, but remember the ear is not pointed, it's got a very subtle, rounded, smooth edge, like that. And the other ear will be coming out right over here, and then just any rough lines you may just erase, no big deal. And this ear, same thing, it comes out at an angle, little point, then comes back in. And the inside of the ear is like another little triangular shape. Like that. Then where the eye meets, once again, really work the folds of the skin. Have a couple of creases. Come back, make this darker, your beginning shape. Then for the rest, let's start with the body. You want to get the body just right. His body is no bigger than his head. So you have this length of the head, the body's maybe that big. He's got a small little body. Start about right here. Just draw almost, just making this almost like light bulb shape, like a Christmas light bulb kinda. And then on that body, on that body, it's like that body. he just got a little other shape that follows kind of like that. Circular shape. That, and then from here, the arm connects there. So I'll draw the arm. And all the arm is like a little, this very skinny line. The arch is out. So make sure you get the arch in. And it just rests right on the leg. So he's got these huge gloves. And draw the glove. And the hand itself, you won't see the fingers, but you'll see this little shape because it's closed in. Then you'll see these little lines where that's the fingers inside and that's the finger there going behind it. So it looks something like that, and it'll be resting on his leg. So for the legs, they just come out. Make sure you make them very straight. As they get towards the bottom, they get a little wider. So start at the top skinny, and towards the bottom they get a little wider. Something like that. And they connect right at the middle to make that little shape. So you got all this so far. I cannot believe how complicated it really is to draw these characters. Like, so the eye is just another oval shape. And the other eye, you'll see, we'll make just a smile on him. And so for the hair that we did, make it come back. And it's the first one's gonna dip just below there. So it'll dip down. It's huge on him, so make sure you get it right. Then the other one, arch downward. Not too far down, but they start to overlap. And there's another one inside here that you won't really see. And then one more, so you could draw one more, very small one. You have that. Just come back in, and like I said, they overlap. So make sure. Really come in and darken it. I'll make this first one a little higher up, just to make the arch. Just come in and just erase any guidelines and marks. So we're almost done. Now let's finish up real quick. For the next part, we'll do the hand, and we'll make them have a thumbs up with this arm. So just bring it in. And same thing with the glove. He's got this shape that kind of squiggles out. He's got really, really big hands. So just sketch that in. sketch the thumb in. And 5 fingers, which is really unusual. What's crazy about these videos is every time you do one, it's like you realize just how many characters they keep with 5 fingers, because you always think 4 fingers is like the big thing, but then you start to see all these characters with 5. Just draw the fingers in, make a thumb up. Then for the super shoes, the super fast shoes. So we get to the feet now. It's got really big sneakers, the special run. I always loved it when I got the super speed shoes. I'd be flying through the level. So just make these little simple lines. You go, and then for the shoes themselves, they're huge, so make them big. You don't want to make them too big, but they're bigger than the hands. They're almost as big as the face itself. So just sketch them in lightly. And for this one, same thing. And when they get down, they come to a point. So that's important. Just make this little shape. Same on this side. Erase those rough lines. I got a little sole on the bottom. So you just want to make a very thin sketch line, and it's gray. And basically for shoes, it's got one stripe, another stripe. Same with this side, one and another. It's got these little yellow buckle things, which the original didn't, I don't think. And last but not least, is get the eyes. It's got a little highlight. Same with this one, you won't really see because it's in the back. Just make sure you make the pupil real dark. Oh man, I love these pencils. Oh man! This is why I love these pencils. Because you can get these little details. So at this eye, and just shade the rest of the eye in. Then just go back. Erase all the rough lines. Like around here where the eye was, around the mouth. So just come and erase all your little rough sketchy lines. Then the rest of it is pretty much just shading him blue. You know, you want to shade him, except the arms. You don't want to shade the arms because they're the same color as his stomach, and the gloves don't need to be shaded. But you can look at the finished drawing at the beginning of the video and just check how it's done. That's pretty much how you draw Sonic the Hedgehog. I love this, man. Just dust them off. And of course there's red. This part's red, so I'm just real gonna quickly shade this in. So that'll be red. And the rest just go out, and that's how you draw Sonic. Thanks everybody for checking it out. He gives a thumb up too, like me. So thank you everybody. Let me know what you want to see me draw next, and the other videos will pop up here. Thanks everyone.